Condoms have been approved for anal sex, but I think there's more to the story, so let me break it down for you. Anal sex is becoming more popular by the minute, with 29% of Americans admitting to trying it at least once. But this practice isn't exactly new. If you check out the Kama Sutra, it has over 60 different positions that include anal sex. And believe it or not, humans have been having anal sex since as early as 30,000 years ago, based on some pretty graphic cave paintings that have been discovered. But what is new is that lifestyle condoms just got approval from the FDA-approved, the first and only condom specifically made for anal sex. They've even named it the rectal intravaginal condom, also known as the rinse condoms. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first read this headline, I was super excited. I mean, I'm all about safe anal sex. And if you watch my video on anal sex, then you know that there's really no such thing as an anal rim massage without a condom. So I was excited to see condoms actually made for anal sex because the lifestyle brand has been a game changer when it comes to condoms. They make condoms in different colors, and they're very thin and made of natural materials. So I was excited that someone finally made a condom specifically for anal sex. But after reading a little bit more, I realized there's more to the story. It turns out that these condoms aren't actually new. They've been around since 2017, and they've already been available in Canada, the UK, and several other countries around the world. And even though the FDA just approved this in the United States, it's still going to take several months before they're actually available here. Another thing that I found kind of odd is that lifestyle condoms didn't even apply for the rectal use in their own clinical trials. Instead, they applied for the FDA approval based on a study done by another company. In that study, they took 200 male to female condom users and asked them to use either lifestyle condoms or another generic brand for anal sex. The results showed that lifestyle condoms were significantly less likely to break, tear, slip off, or fall apart during anal sex, but the study also had some serious limitations. First of all, half of the participants were volunteers who had no experience using condoms. And then half were recruited from a gay men's sexual health clinic, meaning that they may have had more experience using condoms than the average person. Also, the researchers used a self-reporting questionnaire instead of directly observing the participants. And this is where things get really fishy. When they asked the participants how satisfied they were with the condom use, 82% of the people said they were very satisfied using the lifestyle condoms, and 80% said they were very satisfied using the generic brand. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time believing that 80% of people are very satisfied using generic brand condoms. That doesn't seem realistic to me. Now, I'm not saying that these condoms don't work well for anal sex, because there is limited data on how well condoms actually work when used anally. There's definitely not enough research out there, but I was saying there's just so much unknown about this product and its performance that we need to be careful about recommending it to patients. I mean, one of the biggest concerns with using condoms anally is that they could increase your risk of sexually transmitted infections, especially HIV. This is because condoms can trap the virus inside the rectum instead of letting it leave the body, which means it could increase the concentration of the virus and potentially increase your risk of transmitting it. However, if condoms are used correctly, they should still offer protection against most STIs. And the manufacturers of these condoms claim that they do just that. But again, there's limited research on this topic, and that's not the only concern. Another concern is that these condoms could cause irritation or allergic reactions. Since they're made from a latex material, they're considered a Class II medical device, which means that they have to meet certain requirements to ensure they're safe and effective. However, I couldn't find any information on their website about what those specific requirements are. On the product page, they state that it's made from 98% natural rubber latex. And I did find a press release on their website stating that the condoms are made from polystyrene, which is basically a synthetic rubber. But on the packaging itself, it states that it's made from natural rubber latex, so I'm a little bit confused. The way that these are currently packaged, they have to be used externally because the internal reservoir can leak if the package is punctured. This also means that you can't reuse the condom. And according to the press release, they're supposed to be used with a partner who's not menstruating, which kind of makes me wonder, will they disintegrate if it comes into contact with menstrual blood? Because right now, I can't recommend this product for routine. Anal intercourse simply because there is too many unanswered questions. There are so many things that I wish were on their website, like what exactly does FDA clearance mean? What are the contents of the condom? Is it really just a regular condom with a different package? How are they packaged? Why is it packaged the way it is? What is the expiration date? How are they stored? How long do they last once you open the packaging? And what's the return policy? Right now, I can't answer any of these questions, which is why I'm having a hard time recommending this product to our patients. It's a shame because I love lifestyle condoms. Like I mentioned earlier, they make regular condoms in different colors, which is awesome because regular condoms are typically just boring old Limp Bizkit. They're very thin and made of natural materials, which means that it feels closer to skin and you can actually have a much more sensitive experience. It's great for people with latex allergies because they're made from polystyrene, which is synthetic and therefore better for people with allergies. And they're also vegan friendly because they don't use any animal products. I'm so excited to see a major manufacturer come out with a condom specifically for anal sex. So here's what I'll be doing. As soon as these become available, I'm gonna order some in and try them out myself. Then I'm gonna ask my YouTube subscribers to send me their feedback and testimonials. And then I'm gonna make a follow-up video on my thoughts. But until then, I'm gonna stick with what I know works. If you want to learn more about anal sex, check out this video where I go through everything you need to know. And if you're interested in learning more about sexual health, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm a urogynecologist and pelvic surgeon. And if you like what you see, make sure you share this video with your friends. As always, remember to take care of yourself because you're worth it.